Good morning, my friends. Hope you guys are all doing well. So I slept in a little bit today, woke up a little bit late, so a little bit late getting going here. Was hanging tough for a few people to hop on, my friends. Check on our volume. Then we'll start watching this video here that I've created for us. Been a lazy day today. Oh, the wife tells me sounds good. Sounds good and looks good. I don't know why the chat is breaks up the sentence like that. I guess it's just the size of it. I wonder if I make it any smaller. Let's see. No, it don't matter. So we'll just hang tough a minute, guys. We did absolutely nothing this weekend. We just sat at home. I don't know. That's we're just froze there because I haven't pushed play on the video yet. That's why. I'm waiting for people to hop on before I push play on the video. So the bike, this is my bike ride to the park, I do believe. Yes, and then I met an elderly lady in the park. That's right. And she wanted me to buy I had to pay for a book. No, let me think now. No, I had already paid her for the book. Oh, I bought another book off of her. That's what it was, yes. Yeah, I bought another book off her, and I went to the park, and we were supposed to meet, and she ended up not coming to the park, and I stopped at her house on the way home and bought a book, and I ended up buying 3 books in total. So, all about history books, all about Xalapa and Veracruz. Mostly about Veracruz. So, well, while there's hardly anybody on, I'm going to eat my banana because I have not had breakfast yet. So, I slept in today. I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, I do believe. So for the first few minutes, you can watch me eat this banana. And then we'll start playing this video here. So one of our neighbors in Xalapa had just passed away over the Christmas holidays here. So when our dear friend Kay got home, she told us about it. And both me and Jennifer and I were quite shocked. He seemed like he was a pretty healthy guy. I mean, he wasn't a smoker, wasn't a drinker. He walked his dogs every day on the beach. He passed away on Christmas Eve. Rest in peace, Frank. So, you know, our time on earth is pretty limited, and we never know when our day is going to come to an end. It really makes a guy think. You know, we've lost a lot of people in the last few years for various reasons. So it really makes you think about your own life, your own health, you know, what we put in our bodies, stuff like that. We were pretty saddened by the news, that's for sure, and surprised, very surprised. Very, very surprised. Well, I'm going to wait 2 minutes, my friends, and then we'll start up with this video here. 2 minutes, and then we'll get it going. Yeah, I felt just terrible about Frank's passing. We've lost a lot of loved ones in the last little while. Family members. I've had some cousins pass away recently. 2 cousins. So, I mean, death is part of life, for sure. But as you lose more and more people in your life that are closer to you, you know, when you're younger, you don't really think about it that much, and as we get older, I know I do anyway, especially how I live my life, you know. It really makes you want to live a healthier lifestyle. It does for me anyway, that's for sure. So, alright guys, we'll get going with this video here. So as I said, this is a bike ride from our casa here. We won't look at the garbage anymore. Jennifer had hopped on and said, why are we looking at the garbage? So I finally fixed up my bike, took my basket off so we get a nice clear view here. Hey Pedroza, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. No, good day, yeah. Just slept in a little bit, a little late getting going, but that's okay, Mexican time. Life is short, enjoy it. Don't sweat the small stuff, as they say. You know? So I'm going to watch this here with you guys, and then I don't think we're going to watch the whole thing. It's quite long. Well, we'll stay on for about an hour or so. Depends how many people come on and shoot the crap with us. Otherwise, we'll cut her short, and I'll head outside, get some fresh air today. Yesterday, I stayed in the house all day working on the computer. I never left the house. I never left this office. It was terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in California. So what is cold for you? And if you're going to give me Fahrenheit, I'm going to have to pull out my phone and do the math. I don't know it off the top of my head. See, for me, 26 or 22 Celsius, I got to chill. No, but I'm starting to get climatized. Oh, I wanted to also ask you, have you been using this program, the Prism Live, because you said you were going to check that out? I really like it now that I'm familiar with it. So you can see how clean this town is. It's a really, really nice little town. People are out cleaning all the time, sweeping the sidewalk, and we really like it here. Definitely a Pueblo Magico. 77. Yeah, so here. What is 77 in Celsius? I would probably be freezing at 77. Oh. Oh, 25. That's a beautiful summer day in Canada. Jeez. 25 Celsius is a hot summer day in Canada. 25 would be okay for me. I'm okay with 25. It's when it starts getting down to 24, 23, 22. So anything below 77 and I start to get a little bit of a chill. 25 is about that sweet spot. Oh, you're talking Celsius. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the C. Oh, yeah. What? 7 Celsius? Oh my God. So almost 7.7. Okay, the chat's a little small. Okay, I got new glasses on order. These are I've lost a pair and break a pair. These aren't prescription. They're just like dollar store glasses, like cheap drugstore glasses. Yeah, 46 Fahrenheit. Yeah, 7. That's cold. Yeah. 7. What are you, up in the mountains in California? Yeah, that is frickin' cold. Yeah, I would be freezing. Ay. Oh my God. I take it you're not on the coast in California for it to be that cold. I thought it was kind of funny you said 25 was cold. Yeah, my little chat window on the screen is small. I can see it now though. Oh. Yeah, I'm very surprised that it drops down that cold in anywhere in California. I guess up in the mountains, a higher altitude, I could see it being cold. But not if you're on the ocean or on the coast. I got a little heater going beside me here, one of these little space heaters. I'm walking the bike here because there's so much traffic going up this, and it's a pretty steep incline, and I'm old and played out already, so I walked my bike up there just to the top of the hill, and plus the traffic was a little intense. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to Mexico City. Yeah, it'll be warmer there for sure. But it gets cold there. I know when I went there with George at Christmas time a couple years ago, it was well, I think it was like 8 degrees or 5 Celsius when we got off the plane. So it was colder than 7. And, well, unless if it was 8, but it was somewhere around there. It was around 7 in the morning, and that was at Christmas time. Yeah, it was either 8 or it was 5 Celsius when we got off the plane. It was early in the morning. It warmed up pretty quick, though. It wasn't that early. I guess it was like 8 o'clock, I think. Because, yeah, I think we flew out pretty early, so from Merida to Mexico City. So it's not a very far flight, you know. But I do remember it was either 8 Celsius or it was 5 Celsius, one of the two. Oh, yeah, the Mexican panda. Okay, cool. I'll have to watch for that. I'm kind of falling behind on some of my subscribers here are watching videos. I've been busy working on my own stuff here. Like I missed my friend's live the other night, and I didn't even get a notification that, and I could have had it on while I was working in here and listening and watching. I can't remember their channel, the cruise people. Sorry, I can't remember their channel name, but yeah, I didn't even get a notification that they had gone live. Like, I don't know, man. YouTube is not very reliable. Like, if you're following somebody, and I have their bell notification turned on too, like I've got notifications for you when you go live. But sometimes you don't get a notification, and I don't know why that is. I think if you're not, well, I don't know. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason, really. So here I'm in the downtown area, El Centro area. I'm on the other side of downtown, getting closer to the trail. And here I'm actually biking, as you can tell. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to Mexico City. I really can't. Like I said, I loved it there. Absolutely loved it. I can't wait to go there with Jennifer, because she hasn't been there. The airport, that was it. Yeah, well, you really should be getting notifications for, when people's videos drop and when they go live. You should get a notification for it, either on your phone or on your YouTube app. You should have a notification every time something happens in your community that you're following. Unless you click ignore, Oh, for sure they control what they promote, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Well, I want to be consistent, so that way, no matter what YouTube does, I'm always going to be live Monday morning. I might not make it right at 10 o'clock, but by quarter after, I'm usually live. And if I'm going to be any later than 15 minutes on Monday, I'll drop a notification on the community page. And then me and Jennifer always go live Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the evening, 8 p.m. Standard Central Time, so our time here, 8 p.m. And then our video always drops on Friday. Our regular video drops Friday at 8 o'clock. And then Sunday, the weekend is the only one. The video I drop on the weekend is Saturday or Sunday, and that's our unedited video on location, so very, very little editing is done to it. So I kind of like that, so it's more of a raw video, right? So more realistic, not, edited right down with filters and, whatever else people do to the videos to make it look like it's a movie production, just be, I think, well, even the research that I've done, you got to be consistent, right? And that, which makes sense. It's, you want to be consistent in what you're doing, right? And I like consistency anyway, so I think that's the biggest thing. Oh yeah, it does take a lot of time, yeah. It takes a lot of time, big time. Absolutely. Just looking for music and well, all of it. It's time consuming. Very, very time consuming. These videos here, even, that I put together for these live streams like this, you just got to cut out little bits and pieces, where, the camera goes down or whatever, right? Or if you're stopped and you're not moving for a long period of time, or at the end and the start of the video, and then you have to splice it together. So, but these are pretty quick to edit. Like I could probably bang this out in, in 2 hours, roughly, because it's a long video, right? Like this is 2 hours long, so I mean, we're not going to watch the whole 2 hours unless a whole bunch of people come on and want to talk with us. But I enjoy it though, and I enjoy all of it, the aspect of creating these videos, and I enjoy filming the videos. I enjoy editing the videos. I enjoy putting together. Just, it's just something to do, right? Really got to get outside, though, that's for sure. I want to get out today. Well, I'm going to get out as soon as I'm done here with my coffee with you guys. Well, I'll make a real breakfast for me and Jen. Jen just had her first breakfast, so she'll have second breakfast when I make breakfast. She just had some yogurt or whatever. So, yeah, in this video, I'm still learning my way around the town on my bike, really. I don't mind the editing. I don't. I'm learning so much editing the videos. Like I enjoy it. I do. I mean, it does become a chore after a while, for sure. I mean, I wish I was doing other things, like outside on my bike or even walking or whatever, but it's just part of the job, I guess, the YouTube job. But I actually don't mind it. I don't. I like learning new things, so like I enjoy learning new things. And with this editing, and I just discovered Google Earth. So I signed up to Google Earth, and that's a pretty cool program. You can get like drone shots from the satellite. So I was playing with that the other day. I want to continue to play with that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool program. You have to sign up to it, and then they email you and give you access to Google Earth. No, pretty cool animation type stuff anyway. All of it becomes, and not even the editing, but all of it becomes, a little bit daunting at times. Sometimes, oh, I got to bring the camera again. Sometimes you just want to go out and enjoy. And I do. I mean, I don't film everything that we do, right? But sometimes you just want to take a break from, you always have to be on, you know what I mean? With the camera and the mics and, So it's nice not to worry about that when you do go out sometimes, and just go live your life, without documenting it, right? I do enjoy documenting it though, because it's nice to look back. Like when I was making the web page here, I finally got my butt together and put together a web page. I found not say a program. I guess it is a program that's free anyway, to have a free website. So I've been working on that for about a week now, and I finally got it done yesterday. Just a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. But yesterday I went pretty hard on it. So I don't even think it was a week, 4 or 5 days or something. So, but yesterday I went pretty hard just to get it finished, and yeah, I was pretty bagged. Sat in this office for hours and hours and hours and hours. I was in here probably 12 hours yesterday, if not more, on this computer. Stopped long enough to eat and go to the bathroom and have a shower. And that was about it. So, yeah, thanks for hopping on, my friend. I really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I wish YouTube would be a little bit more consistent with their notifications, though. Absolutely. It would be nice, because like I said, I want to support my friends, like I really do. But if I'm not notified when someone's going live, well then how am I supposed to support them? I can go on, like I watched some of their video after and made sure I got on and commented and liked. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was busy at that time. I was, but I did watch some of it. As you stated, I watched way more than 3 minutes. I watched quite a bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. It was well over an hour long, so, and I was busy then. But if I would have been notified when they were live, I was in the office here working, and I could have watched the whole thing. I could have had it playing in the background while I was doing my editing, because I was not only building the website yesterday, I was also editing this video here and putting together my other video in the morning. I had to finish that one up. That took a while, actually, my other video that I dropped yesterday, because I was doing research of information about Veracruz. That's another thing I like about doing those type of videos, is you're doing the research on the video. I'm learning so much about the area that I'm in, right? Because I'm researching information for the video, and I'm learning a lot of history about Mexico and whatever area we're in. So that's kind of that's interesting. Not only am I learning about the YouTube and the editing, but I'm also learning about the history of Mexico, right? Because I'm doing research for the video. Yeah, I do too. I go back and I watch their videos when I have time. Absolutely. I was talking to my friend Loves Loud Cars, and he says, I follow a lot of channels, and I probably don't watch. Well, I know I don't watch them all, but there is some that are my friends, that I know, through YouTube, that I became friends with, that I do go back and I support their channel and I watch their videos. But I have many subscriptions to channels where I don't, go back and watch their videos. So, but he was saying he doesn't follow more channels than he can support. So he's not going to subscribe to somebody's channel if he doesn't have the time to support their channel, which makes sense. So he doesn't have a lot of subscriptions, people that he follows on YouTube. So, and he's a busy guy, right? Like, he's got a family, he works, and and he's got a big family. And he lives out in the country, he's got, does firewood on the side at home, and, he's quite busy. He's a busy guy. He's got a shop, he's outside welding and doing stuff all the time, right? So he doesn't have a lot of time. He's a busy man. Busy man. he doesn't just go to work and then go home and sit on the couch and watch Netflix. He goes to work and then goes home and goes to work some more. He's that guy, right? So, yeah. So I just got in the park here now, and I walk most of the way, and not because it's the hill. It's rough. It's really rough. So it's pretty tough to pedal up there. Very, very tough to pedal. It's very rough. Coming down, I ride the bike coming down, but going uphill and over the rocks and like the road is to the left of the trail that I'm on, but it's all cobblestone rock, and it's pretty rough. And it's usually slippery because we're in the rainforest, right? So it's usually slippery. So I'm gonna go grab a quick coffee here, guys. I'm gonna have a little bit more coffee and throw my banana peel out. I'll be right back. You can watch this. Check this out. If you have to go, God bless and take care. If you're here when I get back my coffee, great. If not, we'll talk to you on the flip side. I didn't see your message if you're using this program. Oh, okay, you do have to go. See you later, buddy. I didn't see that. Yeah, it was a little slow coming into my end. I never saw that message. Take care, my friend. God bless. Yeah, I think the messages are always a minute or two behind, and I saw your last one, but that one there I didn't see where you said you had to leave. I'm gonna go fill up my coffee, my friends. I'll be back in a minute. Said we're on the mountain here. We're going up the hill. We're gonna reach the top in about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna scoot down. And we'll probably keep this live short today. We'll let her run for about an hour, and that'll be it. Then we'll shut her down. I shall be back. That's it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that I did nothing all weekend because we had our friend here, Kay, but she left on Saturday morning. So Friday, Jennifer took Friday off of work and we went for a walk up to the mountain here to this park. It was quite the hike and it was pretty hot out. So we took the dog. She's got that Labradoodle, which I'm sure you guys have seen, hopefully. And then her and Jennifer did the live on Friday night. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. Pretty good video. Very, very knowledgeable lady. A lot of information. She travels back and forth from Canada to the Yucatan, to Chicxulub, Progreso, Merida area. So she drives her and her Labradoodle. So we've never driven that stretch before, so, and she's done it a few times now, so it was nice to get her perspective for driving in Mexico here, all the way from Canada, you know, basically across 2 countries. 3, I should say. Well, not too much in Canada though, because she lives not too far from the border, but still, it's quite the trek anyway. And she even taught us a few things that I didn't know about the toll pass that you can get. Never knew there was such a thing, so we're definitely going to invest in that. So I was very thankful that she was willing to go live with Jennifer and do that little interview. They did a great job, I thought. And it's nice when you get first-hand information like that from people who have actually done, you know, that journey, you know, so she's speaking from experience, right? You know, it's not second-hand information, it's real live information. And then the Green Angels, I'd never heard about that. So like free roadside assistance. We could have used that when we broke down in the Figo coming back from Chichen Itza that time. That would have been great. Because that cost us a little bit of money to get the car towed all the way back to Merida. Now I don't know if they would have towed the vehicle for free. I mean, you'd think you would have to compensate them in some way. Oh, what did I do here? There we go. Welcome, welcome, my friends. We are just watching my biking video going up the side of the mountain, but right now I'm walking the bike because I'm old and out of shape. And the trail's really rough. Really, really rough. It was a beautiful sunny day that day, actually. It doesn't look like it was too wet. This was probably a couple weeks ago now, so yeah, I think that was a couple weeks ago. So anyway, yeah, so I guess I wasn't too crazy lazy this weekend. We did that hike just Saturday and Sunday. I really didn't do too much. Well, me and Jennifer walked out for supper on Saturday. We did go for a walk, but it was a short one. We didn't have any meat in the house. Kay's a vegetarian, so we thought, let's not buy any meat. And we have been freezing our meat that we've been buying. We've just been buying it fresh every few days and leaving it in the fridge. So we're trying to get away from freezing the meat. So Kay's a vegetarian, so we didn't buy any meat. And then Jennifer was working on Saturday, and I was busy doing stuff, and before we knew it, it was like, oh my God, it's supper time and we have no meat in the house. So I did make some homemade soup for when Kay was here. I made some homemade broccoli or cauliflower soup, which was pretty delicious. Sorry guys, just gonna answer my friend here. So yeah, so we had to go out and eat, and we went back to the same place we went out with Kay. We had pizza the other night on Friday night when she was here, and she had a vegetarian pizza, and of course me and Jennifer like our meat, so we had like a loaded pepperoni mushroom with black olives, green peppers, you know, the whole 9 yards. So we went back to that place, a nice family restaurant, just walking distance from here, like literally a 5-minute walk, and we had some pasta, and it was really, really good. Some shrimp pasta, like an Alfredo sauce, but with shrimp instead of ham. But they did throw ham in there actually as well. Ham and green onions and Alfredo sauce and linguine. It was really, really good, and lots of Parmesan cheese. Lots of Parmesan, fresh Parmesan. Yeah, very good family restaurant anyway. They got seating outside, so it's in like a strip mall on the top floor. And there's a big veranda all across the top, and they have tables outside. Flat screen TV mounted to the wall. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice place. I think that place is pretty new too. I don't think it's very old. I think that strip mall is pretty new. There's a gym in there. There's a seafood restaurant in there, and there's a few businesses in there. We haven't gone to the seafood restaurant. Every time we go by it, it seems to be closed. But Jen's not really big on seafood. We've been eating a lot of it, so I think she's just tired of it. So we eat a lot of seafood. We have anyway. I do. That's kind of my go-to thing. A lot of times when I go out is I have Cameroons, shrimp. Carnival Cruise, that's who I was thinking of. Sorry, I couldn't remember their channel name. Carnival Cruise. Yeah, I missed their live the other day. That YouTube is not reliable. Not reliable at all. I have a good memory, it's just really short. Really, really short. Yeah, I just absolutely love this park. I absolutely love it up there. Absolutely love it. I might bike up there today after breakfast. We'll see what the weather is supposed to do here. Supposed to be not a bad day. I think they're calling for a high of 23 or 22, so no, now it's cloudy. All crazy weather. Well, partially cloudy. Yeah, only a high of 23 today. So they're calling for rain later now. No, they're not. Okay. Well, yeah, this is a crazy weather app. I'm calling for a high of 25 today. So it's supposed to be a pretty nice day. Tomorrow we get the rain. Maybe that's what I was looking at as tomorrow's forecast. Tomorrow's cloudy and rainy. Well, 40% chance of showers tomorrow. Still a high of 23 with a low of 10 Celsius. Today the low is only 17. And then it's after tomorrow, it's really warming up. Like they're calling for a high of 29 Celsius by Thursday and Friday. But then it drops back down to 18 for a high on Saturday. So this day here was absolutely beautiful. You could see for miles and miles and miles and miles. So right there at the peak in the middle, you can see Xalapa from on top of this mountain. So Jalapa is right on top of the mountain. Coatepec is in the mountain too, but it's not quite as high up as Jalapa. Jalapa is quite a bit higher in altitude. Like when we drive to Xalapa from Coatepec, it's all uphill all the way. All the way. Beautiful drive too, very beautiful. We're going to take it here after this bike ride. But this time we're going somewhere different. I met a guy through a Facebook group, and he's born and raised here in Xalapa, in Veracruz, but he works in the U.S. He's the one, Fernando, we did the live with in the park there. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Very nice guy. But he's really busy right now doing renovations and whatnot. Oh, I grabbed this stick because this frickin' dog looked pretty vicious. So I wasn't sure if he was going to come after me or what. So I grabbed his stick just to be on the safe side. I knew right away because he was running around down below there with a younger couple, and they had two dogs and they were both off leash running around. And then as soon as they saw me, she grabbed the dog and put him on a leash. So that right there, and let the other one still run free. So right there, that told me that that dog is probably, could be a little bit vicious. So, and I was right because I passed him later on my bike when I was coming down the hill, and that dog wanted to eat me. He did. Like he was on a leash then, but he was going nuts. Like he wanted to come after me, and she had to hold him back. So I have heard of incidents of people being attacked by dogs. When dogs get in packs, that's when they can be the most dangerous, when they're in a pack. We've never had any problems with the street dogs. I've had them chase me on my bike and try to bite my ankle or whatever, but as far as walking and whatnot, yeah, most of them are pretty passive, and they're like a bear. They're scared of you. They'll usually run away. So we haven't come across any, but I do know from experience that if they're in a pack, that could be a different story. And I have heard of people being attacked by street dogs here in Mexico, and attacking and hurting other dogs, like domestic dogs. Say you're out walking with your dog and a pack of street dogs would come along and attack your dog. I've heard of that happening too. So that was a real concern of mine when we first moved here. But as time went on, we just saw that the street dogs were pretty timid and more afraid of us than we were of them. So, and I mean, you got to be aggressive, right? You got to show them who's boss when it comes to street dogs. If you ever come across them where they're going to attack you, or you feel threatened, you got to stand your ground and let them know that you're not afraid and that you are the boss. It's a dominant thing, right? But that was a real concern of mine anyway when we first moved here with little Cece, was him getting attacked, because I know from experience coming here on holidays and whatnot that there's a lot of street dogs. So, and then I'd done research too, right, before we moved here, Yeah, the Facebook groups are a good source of information. They can be, for sure. You just have to be careful what you believe to be true and what is actually true. everybody's experience is going to be different in every area. But yeah, we've never had any problems with the street dogs. We've actually fell in love with a couple of them. I miss the street dogs in Chicxulub. We made some pretty good friends there. Friends as in I mean the street dogs. There was two in particular that we fell in love with and kind of adopted. And one of them, we believe, just recently got poisoned. And she was a beautiful dog, a young, healthy, beautiful dog that everybody loved. One of our Canadian friends was actually adopted her when she come down. She was a snowbird, and she would adopt Ginger when she came down. I'm sure you've all seen Ginger in videos. I've done a lot of shorts with her and Maniko. So, and we just found out that she was poisoned not too long ago, before Christmas. I'm positive she was poisoned. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Not everybody loves dogs. Unfortunately, those are the people that I avoid. So we're at the top, my friends. Okay, we're 51 minutes in. I think we're going to shut this down pretty quickly. We'll let her go for another 10 minutes. Ten, 15 minutes, we'll see. I find here too it's best for me to go biking later on in the day. If I try to go early in the morning, it's just too busy with traffic, everybody going to and from work. I mean, I'd have to get up and be gone by 4 in the morning to beat the traffic, because even at 6, it's pretty busy with traffic. So it's better to go in the afternoon, or at least by 11 or 10 anyway, once everyone's gone to work already. Later on in the day is better. I think if I can get out the door and be gone by 1 today, would be just perfect. I mean, there's still going to be traffic, but in the morning it seems to be super busy, super busy. This is a fair-sized town. Like, there's 100,000 people here. So it's not a little village, it's pretty big. And then there's a lot of people come from the neighboring towns as well. There's 2 towns that are pretty close to here that are smaller. I think a lot of people come here for work, and a lot of people are passing through here to go to Xalapa. So there's a lot of people that live here and probably work in Xalapa. So, you know, they're driving to the city from here. You know, and vice versa. There's probably people that live in Xalapa that work here. You know, not too many, I wouldn't imagine. Probably be more the other way around, but so that's it. We're going to head down now. We'll bike to the bottom of the trail here. Kind of curious. I didn't really watch all this, so I want to see how rough it is. My editing program does have a video stabilizer, so it'll stabilize the video. It works pretty well, actually. So, but I mean, this trail is rough going down. Like, I'm bouncing like like this, like pretty good. So this actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, the GoPro's an action camera too, so it's got its own built-in stabilizer. So between the stabilizer of the GoPro and the stabilizer of my video editing program, it's actually pretty smooth, really. Other than I have the GoPro mounted on my handlebars, so whenever I turn, the camera moves. Well, that's okay though. Yeah, it's actually pretty stable, really. It's not bouncing around too terribly much at all. Not yet, anyway. I think it gets a little bit rougher as I go down the hill here. It's hard to tell, but this is a pretty rough trail. It gets pretty rough. Well, thanks for hopping on, my friends. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are all having an awesome, epic day today. My day's been pretty good so far. Got to sleep in till almost 9 o'clock. Must have needed to sleep, that's for sure. I think it was almost 9. It was like 8:30 I woke up and then kind of laid in bed for a little bit. So Kay had messaged after she got back as she was going home, and man, she made really good time going home. Really good time, and she never ran into any problems from here to Chicxulub whatsoever. She was only going to go as far as Veracruz, but she ended up going even further. She got there, I think it was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, so she kept on going because, wanted to make as many miles as possible in the daylight, and then it just make that much of a less drive come Sunday. She had to go to work on Monday. Well, not go to work, but she had to work Monday from home. So, yeah, Sunday she had a really short drive. I think she ended up only driving like 4 hours on Sunday and she was home, so good for her. But she was able to travel a lot faster than what we could when we were traveling because we were fully loaded. So, she drives pretty fast, keeping up with traffic. So, I'm usually like a 10 km/h type guy over the speed limit. So if it's 110, I'm doing 120. If it's 100, I'm going 110. Well, we're fully loaded. Moving down here, I was pretty much the speed limit all the way. So I was pretty impressed how fast she made it anyway. She did really good time. And no issues whatsoever. It was smooth sailing all the way for her, which is great. Oh yeah, I could see water there, so it is a little bit wet still. There's a little puddle there, hard to tell. It's always wet. Everywhere you go, it's always wet. Hey, Paul. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for hopping on. You had some Veracruz coffee. Where did you get Veracruz coffee from? I enjoy Veracruz coffee every day, and it's actually Coatepec here is where a lot of the coffee is coming from. Coatepec is the famous place in Veracruz for the coffee where we're living. There's wild beans growing everywhere. Well, I shouldn't say everywhere, but there is in this, where we live here in the park, there's beans. Yeah, the coffee is really good here. Really, really good. Thanks for hopping on, Paul. Hope you guys are having a great day. So Paul is in Progresso, and they just moved there from Canada. You've all seen Denise. Welcome, welcome. The old guy with the machete there. Yeah, this young guy, I've seen him a couple of times on the bike, and he bikes all the way to the top, no problem, but he's probably 20 years younger than I am. Yeah, we really like the coffee here. Coffee is really good here. It's world famous coffee. Now, the research I was doing before about it, they used to ship all the good quality beans to like Europe, the US, and all over the world, and left the crappy ones for the locals. But now they don't do that anymore. They keep the good quality beans here for the locals, and they send the lower quality beans get shipped. I mean, it's still good coffee regardless. I mean, I don't know how low quality, but the best beans stay here apparently now, when it used to be the other way around. So we're at the bottom of the hill now. I think a lot of people, when they do research on Veracruz, like that's the first thing that comes up is, it's known for its coffee. Apparently, this Pravada that we're living in used to be a coffee plantation. Let's say there is beans growing in the park over here. I just noticed that the other day. I'm like, hey, these are coffee beans here. And I've seen it too, even just walking around, like in that park there. There's wild beans that are growing on the side of that mountain. Coffee beans. It's just kind of cool. Yeah, I don't finish this ride. It goes into the driving ride here because I didn't bring a second battery with me, and my battery dies here going back, which is kind of odd. I must have been doing a bunch of filming, or maybe my battery wasn't full when I left home, because it should have lasted the whole time, the whole ride. I think I might have been doing a bunch of filming. Oh, okay. Right, Havana Cafe in Merida. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, you can get Veracruz coffee all over Mexico for sure. Look on the package. A lot of times you'll see that it's from Coatepec. Coatepec. So I'm just going to meet the lady here. I just finding her address. So I had to go down just a few more houses, and then she's off to the right. And then I went in and visited with her. Nice elderly lady. Just kind of met her up in the park. There she is there. She's from Mexico City. Speaks English. I find a lot of people from Mexico City speak English. They know a little bit of English. Her English was pretty good, actually. Very smart lady. Very nice, elderly woman. So I met her in the park shortly after we got here. I think it was like my second trip up to that park, and I met her. Yeah, Jennifer wants to know how the cappuccino machine is, Paul. So Paul bought our cappuccino machine because we're trying to get rid of stuff. We're trying to downsize when we're moving. So, and we just felt that, as much as we love the cappuccino and love the machine, that it was just really a luxury that we just thought we would get rid of. We really crave a cappuccino. We got to go out for a cappuccino now. Yeah, so my camera dies here right away anyway. So as soon as the bike ride's over, we're going to shut her down, guys. We're just over an hour, so. Thanks for hopping on. Really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, please, and thank you. That really helps us out a great deal. Drop me a comment if you're watching this later on. We'll be back next Monday to finish off the rest of the ride. Jennifer and I are going to go live on Wednesday. Our video Wednesday is going to be a price comparison. So we're going to do a price comparison from Merida to here of a few groceries. So if you're around Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock, you can hop on for that. That'd be great. So that's it, my friends. We're now on to the driving video, so we're not going to watch this. We're going to shut her down. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. Greatly appreciate it. Have yourself a blessed day. God bless you all. And as always, peace on earth. Hasta luego.